What's up, my fellow traders? Hope you all having an awesome day. A quick one here on nat gas, gold, silver, and crude oil, starting with natural gas. So what do we have right here? So as per my yesterday's video, I was waiting for the price to come down and hit my termination zone for the price to push up and form some sort of entry condition here. But I've also mentioned that we had an EMA right here from where we can expect a possible bounce out of. Now we have a very big bullish candle right at the EMA 50 and 20 EMA. If you look at all three platforms, it did bounce up from the EMAs without hitting my termination zone right here. Now at this point, I've also mentioned that if the price push up above 50 EMA with a good momentum, in that case I'll start to look for the pullback entry bullish. I was also looking for this candle. It is not a valid pullback entry bullish. In case you're wondering, it is not a valid bullish engulfer. As you can see, the candle opens above in gap. So starting from capital.com, we have a candle that is pushing up, and now I would like to see this candle to close like this in a momentum. So once we have the candle closed like this in a momentum, I would like to see a pullback now, as we have now broken above this anchor, this high, and this high as well. So if we have a pullback now above 50 EMA followed by a bullish engulfer, must not be a big bullish engulfer like this. In that case, I don't take an entry because we already had a volume in one single candle. So that is why I would like to see a pullback after the close. Close is very important, and this candle will close shortly. So once the candle is closed with a pullback, bullish engulfer, and only gonna go for long trade. So I'm not looking for head and shoulder patterns anymore, as this pattern has turned invalid, as we are now broken above our termination zone without hitting the termination zone below. With my rules, this pattern has now turned invalid. So at this point, just looking for pullback entry bullish once we have a pullback followed by bullish engulfing pattern. Without entry, we are not taking any trades. Now we have not entered any trade here blindly. We are waiting for the price to either hit of the termination zone followed by bullish engulfer or pullback entry above 50 EMA. So once we have a condition, we are good to go long. We already took one entry recently right here. We only took this entry because we had a valid condition. Price hit both targets and then massively pushed back up. That is why an importance of keeping your take profit and stop loss both. Not taking a profit is as risky as not placing your stop loss. Here on Wanda, we are now broken above. Now it is very important. The price must close above this termination box. Now on this platform, we were waiting for the price to hit this termination box and then pull back. So we are still intact with the head and shoulder pattern on this platform. So let me mark termination zone here as well. Now just to give you a heads up, if the price, let's say, come back down and leave the wick here, that is still valid with the head and shoulder pattern. If the body come back down below this low inside the termination zone, I'll still be looking at my head and shoulder pattern. So in that case, I would like to see a pullback back to my termination zone right here, and then a bullish engulfer inside the termination zone. Otherwise, let's say if this candle close here, and even if this candle close below, we still be looking for head and shoulder pattern, but with that, I'll be also looking for a pullback entry bullish above 50 EMA without a price to come inside this termination zone. So both ways will be valid. If we have a price close below with a wick, we still be valid with the head and shoulder pattern. If not, I'll start to look for the pullback entries anyway. On Wanda, exactly the same. If this candle closed above these highs, in that case, the pattern will turn invalid and I'll start to look for the pullback entry bullish only. Right here on Wanda, as you can see, the exactly the same condition, price is now broken above this previous highs, and at this point, we just be looking at the pullback entry bullish. So just let me remove this one. And by the way, this is an entry I teach my students in the course. We had a fib trigger entry right here, and you know what entry is that. So at this point, all I'm looking at pullback entry bullish. If we have that above 50 EMA, we are good to go long. So only pullback entry bullish, as now we are above 50 and 20 EMA with a good momentum, and it is not a valid bullish engulfing entry. It is a valid bullish engulfing candle, but not a valid bullish engulfing entry according to the rules of my entry. So keep an eye, just taking a pullback entry bullish after this candle is closed. Next up, we have gold. Gold is broken above. Now we did have a push down below. An aggressive entry wouldn't have been played out. That is why for commodities, I like to enter in a less aggressive way. Same goes for silver as well. But for silver, I've said that I'll be looking for the pullback entry bearish below 50 EMA. So for silver, I'm still not looking for buying trades. If we have a bearish engulfer below 50 EMA, I'll be still going short with using one ATR for the target. If you don't know what ATR is, I've already made a video what ATR is and how to calculate your stops and target. The videos are linked in my playlist. Feel free to check that out. So for silver, I will just looking at pullback entry bearish. If we have that, we're good to go short. For buying trades, I'll be looking at this area below, which is 25.39 goes to 26.27, or if you have a broke above 50 EMA, in that case I'll start to look for my pullback entry bullish only. So only sell trades for now as long as we are below 50 EMA. Now gold has broken above 50 EMA, but that doesn't mean I start buying straight away. I want to see a good momentum. Once we have a good momentum, at least one more candle, I want to see above 50 EMA, a good candle like this. If we have that with a pullback, I'll start to look for my pullback entry bullish and keep on taking longs. Now, the strongest entry will happen if we are broken above this high. In that case, we have a confirmation of an uptrend. For now, just expect some moves within this area, up and down. So for that, if you have a clear pullback entry bullish, I'll go long, exit my trade and look for the next condition, possibly for the breakout above this high. Once we have that, we are good to go for our trades. For now, not looking for bearish trades, as now we are above 50 EMA. Once close with two candles, I'll start to look for my pullback entry bullish only. Finally, we have crude oil is now pushing up. Now, in case you're wondering, that is not a valid bearish engulfer. If you see this candle open below, so at this point price is above 50 and 20 EMA, and all I'm looking at bullish trades only for crude oil. So with some more momentum, very important, with some more momentum after a pullback with the bearish engulfer, I'm gonna go long from here. By the way, I've already sent this zones to my members as well, and the zone below as well, and this zone played out nicely right here, has been pushing up. Now I got this question asked a lot: Omar, shall I use your zones with our own strategies? Yes, you can absolutely use the zones for your own strategy. I send these zones to you. You can absolutely use my zone and implement that with your own strategy, because these zones are the most accurate zones according to my back testing. So if you have your own strategy, once the price hit my zones, you can implement your strategy, and then you can also use and take your own entries. But if you are my student and just learning my system, stick with that. So for now, if we have a break above with a pullback followed by bullish engulfer, I'm going to go long till we are back in the zone above, from where we're going to start to look for the bearish trade from 78.83 goes to 80.60, an area from where I'll start to look for my bearish confirmation if we have bearish engulfers or double top entry conditions. So that's it for commodities, guys. Hope you're getting value. If yes, hit a like button for me, subscribe if you're new, so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. See you guys in the next video. Till then, take care.